Hello everyone, in this video I am going to integrate Fortigate Firewall with Radius Server. After that, Fortigate administrators can log in and manage Fortigate by using their Active Directory username and password. As you can see in this picture, I have a Fortigate Firewall, Windows Active Directory domain controller and Windows NPS server. Use Windows Active Directory to manage users and groups. Use NPS server as a Radius server. Okay, let's start configuration. This is NPS server. This is domain controller. Install network policy access rule on this server. Server manager. Manage, add role and features, next, 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 select network policy and access server, add feature, next, 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 install, wait for some minutes. Okay, install, close. Now I am connected to domain controller to create a user and group. Open Active Directory users and computers. Select domain, create new organization unit, write the name, OK. Now create a security group. I will be add Fortigate administrators user to this security group. Create a test user as a Fortigate administrator. Fortigate 1 is first user. Set the password. Fortigate 2 is second user. Set the password. Add Fortigate 1 user to this security group, and all users in this security group will be Fortigate administrator and can log into Fortigate Firewall. I will be add Fortigate 2 user to this group later. Let me rename this username. Come back to NPS server and configure network policy and radius server. Open network policy server. Click on radius clients and server. Click on configure radius client. Right click on radius client. New. Give any name for friendly name. In the IP address, write your firewall IP address. This address is a source address of packets that firewall will send radius package to this radius server. You can generate a secret key automatically or write your own secret key. Click on OK. In connection request policy, don't need to do anything. Radius server will accept all radius requests. Network policy is important because grant or deny request of user will be done in this section. Right click on network policy and new. Write any name for this policy. Don't change type. Next, add condition is important. You can create a different conditions. For example, just enable access for a specific user group or add a time condition. In my scenario, I add a security group to everyone in this group will be grant access to Fortigate Administrator panel. Add group. Select Fortigate Administrator security group that I already created in Active Directory. OK. OK. Next. Select access granted. Next. Use default settings. Next. 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 Finish. My Active Directory and NPS configuration finish. That's time to configure Fortigate firewall. Log into firewall. As you can see, there is just one local admin account. Under User and Authentication, select Radius Server. Create a new. Give any name to this Radius Server. The NAS IP is a source IP of Radius packets. In my scenario, outgoing interface to reach Radius server is 10.20.1.1. Again, add a Radius server. NAS IP is outgoing IP. In primary server IP, write radius server IP address. Radius server IP address 10.20.1.3. Write secret key. Test. That's successful. From here, you can also test user credential. Fortigate 1 is my Active Directory user. Test. That's successful. Let me check Fortigate 2 username. That's failed. Fortigate 2 username failed. Why? Because we don't add this user to Fortigate Administrator security group, and Radius server cannot find this user in that group and deny access message response from Radius server to Fortigate. Now add a Fortigate 2 username to this group. Test again. That's successful. Remove it again because I will show some different scenario in continue of this video. Because I removed user, it's failed. Okay. Now I have to create a firewall group that matches remote radius group. Create a new, write any name for this group. From remote group, click add. Select radius server that I added to this firewall earlier. Okay. Okay. Radius authentication group that members are remote radius server. Open administrators on the system menu. Create a new administrator. Username is based on condition of type. If you want to assign different administrator profile to each user, you have to select match a user from type and write an Active Directory user in a username field here. But if you want to grant access to all users in Active Directory and assign same administrator profile, select match all user from type and write any name in the username field. For now, I write any name in the username as a radius server. Select match all user. Select super admin. Select radius server as a remote user group. OK. Sorry, space is not allowed in the username field. OK. Now log out and try to log in with Active Directory user. Fortigate 1. OK. I can log in with Active Directory account and authenticated by Radius server. As you can see, Fortigate 2 username is not in this group. Log out and log in with Fortigate 2 username. Okay, that's normal. Authentication failed because I don't add this user to security group. Now log in with admin account and implement another scenario. System Administrators. Now I try to add just Fortigate to username and set a match a user for a type. OK. Add a Fortigate 2 to this group. As you can see here, type shows remote user. If I change to match all user, it's changed to remote plus wildcard. Set it to match user again to test. Log out. Log in with Fortigate 1. Fortigate 1 is in group, but because we set the match a user for type, Fortigate 1 cannot log in. Test with Fortigate 2. That's okay. Now add a Fortigate 1 and assign different administrator profile to it. Write backup password. If Radius authentication fails, user can log in with this password. Fortigate 1 is a proof admin and Fortigate 2 is a super admin. Log in with Fortigate 1. As you can see, this user is a proof admin. Because this user is a proof admin, I cannot assign different profile to this test user. Log in with Fortigate 2. As we expected, Fortigate 2 is a super admin because I set it to different administrator profile. You can also change the condition of Radius server from here. You can add another condition like days and time restriction from here. By using this way, you can easily manage your security profile and user. Just add a user to this group to grant access to Fortigate. Disable account or change password of account from the central point, and you don't need extra effort to manage users. I hope this video was useful for you to manage Fortigate users and improve security in your environment. If you're interested in this video, please subscribe to my channel and like videos. Also, if you have a question, you can ask in the comments. Have a good day. Bye bye.